Welcome to Philosophic Stoic, where we help you discover your inner strength through the philosophy of Stoicism. Have you ever asked yourself, why do I keep trying to be a good person but never get appreciated? Are you sacrificing yourself to please others, only to receive indifference in return? Here's a truth few dare to admit. People don't value what is always readily available. They are drawn to confidence, strength, and self-respect. Things that are not easily attained spark curiosity and earn respect. It's time to stop chasing approval and start asserting your true worth. In today's video, I will share 9 powerful steps to help you live like a true titan, not to cause harm, but to protect your peace and become someone no one can ignore. If you're ready to abandon the traditional nice person role and live true to your values, let's embark on this empowering journey together. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. Your support means the world to us. Thank you. Now let's get started with the first step, redefining the rules. Have you ever felt that pleasing others leads to being taken for granted rather than appreciated? Since childhood, we were taught that to be loved, we must be kind, always available, and become a good person. But here's the problem. Kindness without boundaries will make you easy to disregard. When you don't set limits, others will treat you as a given. A person without rules for themselves, who doesn't know how to say no, is easily exploited rather than respected. True attraction doesn't come from bending over backward, but from standing tall and confidently asserting your value. Imagine this. You're like a napkin in a crowded restaurant, used and discarded without a second thought. That might be true for the napkin, but it's not true for you. You are not a tool for others to use when it suits them, and then forget. You have value and deserve respect. But that only happens when you set clear boundaries. Why set rules? You might think, but I'm only kind to those I care about. Ask yourself, why do you allow yourself to be exhausted for just one person? When you let anyone exploit or undervalue you, you are giving them control. Control they should never have. A titan doesn't seek approval from others. They set boundaries, demand respect, and refuse to compromise. They don't chase or beg, but live by their own standards, making others rise to meet them if they wish to be a part of their life. You don't need to change yourself to please someone else. You are already complete as you are, and that is enough. If you want to be respected, it's time to stop allowing yourself to be taken advantage of. Playing the role of the napkin only leaves you drained and forgotten. Instead, assert yourself through actions. Write down your rules. What will you no longer tolerate in relationships? Practice boundaries. When someone crosses the line, speak up clearly and firmly. Eliminate those who don't respect you. Anyone who doesn't recognize your worth doesn't deserve to remain in your life. The moment you do this, you send a powerful message. I am the one who sets the rules for my life. Do you feel anxious about setting rules? You might think, if I set boundaries, they might leave. But ask yourself, do you really want to keep people who stay only because they can take advantage of your kindness? The people who truly deserve to be in your life will respect your boundaries. They won't require you to sacrifice your self-worth to keep them around. You are not a last resort or a backup plan. You were born to set the standard for how you should be treated. Be the titan of your own life. This is the first step on your journey to changing your life. Set your rules, practice boundaries, and refuse to accept disrespect. You not only deserve respect, but also love that aligns with your true value. Remember, I don't live to please others. I live to be valued. Start today. Write down your rules, practice them every day, and gradually become someone impossible to ignore. Number 2, put yourself first. Have you ever realized that you always put others first and forget about yourself, only to gain attention that isn't even deserved? Imagine this. You've been someone who constantly chases others' attention. You sacrifice your time, change your plans, and even adjust your emotions to make them happy. But what's the result? They don't appreciate it. They take your efforts for granted, assuming you'll always be there whenever they need. It's time to rewrite the script. Instead of putting others above yourself, now you will prioritize yourself. Stop sacrificing your personal peace for temporary recognition. Instead, focus on building a life you're proud of, pursuing your own goals, and finding happiness within yourself. Prioritizing yourself doesn't mean losing connection. When you put yourself first, you're not pushing others away. On the contrary, they will sense your confident energy and be drawn to your resolve. People who don't rely on external validation always exude a special kind of attraction. They'll notice that you don't need anyone to make you feel valuable. It's this self-assuredness and inner strength that make you impossible to ignore. Yes, this might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you've grown used to pleasing others. But ask yourself, has this sacrifice earned you the respect and admiration you truly deserve? If the answer is no, then now is the time to change. Protect your energy. When you put yourself first, you not only maintain your peace, but also make others appreciate the time you choose to give them. You become someone they must make an effort to reach. A challenge for you. Start prioritizing yourself today. Even if it feels difficult or unfamiliar, trust that. Those who truly want to be in your life will make the effort to stay. Those who don't respect you will leave on their own, and that is not your loss. Whenever you feel tempted to put others above yourself, remind yourself, I am not here to sacrifice for fleeting attention. The life you build is a reflection of a titan, strong, resolute, and impossible to ignore. Number 3, give with limits. Have you ever given so much that you felt drained and unappreciated? Giving is an essential part of any relationship, but to maintain your self-worth, you must learn to give with limits. This doesn't mean being selfish or uncaring. It means understanding that what you give holds value only when clear boundaries are set. When you distribute your time, energy, or attention without consideration, those who receive it will often take it for granted. But when you set limits, you send a message that your care is not free. This forces them to make more effort to earn it, while also increasing their respect for you. Consider this. A gift is appreciated only when the recipient understands its value and significance. Conversely, if you are always available, always giving unconditionally, your efforts may be undervalued and leave you feeling depleted. To start living by the rule of giving with limits, try applying the following steps. 1. Don't beg for attention. If someone no longer appreciates you, don't chase after them. Remind yourself that you deserve respect and don't need to seek it from those who don't value you. 2. Prioritize yourself. Instead of draining your energy to please others, focus on personal growth and doing what truly makes you happy. When you prioritize yourself, you affirm your own value. 3. Stop giving unconditionally. If you feel taken advantage of or undervalued, take a step back. Let them realize that your care is something they need to earn. Remind yourself every day, I invest in my own happiness and growth first. Write this statement down, repeat it, and let it become your guiding principle on this journey of change. You are no longer someone who compromises easily or chases after recognition from others. You are in control of your own life. Once you learn to give with limits, you not only protect your energy and self-worth, but also compel others to respect you. You are no longer someone easily forgotten. You become the one who sets the standards, the one with natural allure, and the person others strive to keep in their lives. Start today. Respect yourself, prioritize yourself, and only give when it truly matters. Number 4. Shift the spotlight. Do you find yourself spending too much energy making others shine while being overlooked yourself? After establishing firm rules like a titan, it's time to take the next step. Shift the spotlight onto yourself. This rule isn't just about where you should focus your energy, but more importantly, where you shouldn't. Be honest with yourself. When you try to win someone's attention, you often focus entirely on them. You constantly check your phone, overanalyze every message, wonder what they're doing, or think of ways to keep their interest. But the more you focus on them, the more you give away your power. Titans don't do that. Titans don't live in others' shadows. They shine on their own. Imagine you're an event organizer. You spend all your time and energy making sure everything is perfect: music, food, and the atmosphere. But who is the center of attention? It's always the special guest, the one everyone came to see. No one spends time thanking you, the one who made it all happen. You stand in the background, quietly making everyone else shine, but no one notices your presence. Now, think about your own life. Are you playing the role of the organizer in someone else's life? Are you pouring all your energy into making them feel important while slowly fading into the background yourself? If you constantly put others at the center, you will gradually lose your own light. They receive all the attention and admiration, while you are left waiting for a small acknowledgement. But here's the hard truth. They won't see your value as long as you keep giving away your light. It's time to step out of the shadows and become the special guest in your own life. Shift the spotlight onto yourself. Let people see that your energy is focused on you, on your goals and personal growth. By doing so, you will no longer remain in the background, but become the one who shines the brightest. How to do it? 1. Stop giving all your attention away. When they seek recognition or expect you to act first, pause. Don't let them be the center of your life. 2. Redirect the conversation. Instead of always talking about them, focus on your own plans, goals, and passions. At first, this might feel selfish, but in reality, it highlights that you also have a valuable world of your own. 3. Build your own image. Show them that you are investing in yourself and that your life doesn't revolve around them. This isn't about ignoring them, but about affirming that your energy is focused on something greater. When you give unconditional attention, others begin to take it for granted. But when you shift the spotlight, they notice the difference. They start to wonder, why aren't you focused on them anymore? They become curious, confused, and feel the need to put in more effort to gain your attention. This makes them invest more in you. I know this might feel unfamiliar at first, especially if you're used to always pleasing others. You might feel guilty, or as though you're becoming distant. But remember this: those who truly deserve you will respect this strength, not expect you to sacrifice yourself to make them happy. Starting today. When they reach out, don't respond immediately. Let them wonder. When you engage in the conversation, redirect the attention to what you're doing and what interests you. Make them feel like they're stepping into your world, not the other way around. Whenever you're tempted to put them at the center, remember this rule: shift the spotlight. This is your story, your life, and you're the one holding the light. Take back the stage and let them be drawn to you. Number 5. Strategic detachment. Have you ever thought that sometimes the best way to maintain your value is by not trying too hard? This rule is about stopping the constant effort you put into things that others take for granted. Think about all the energy you've spent trying to make someone happy, capture their attention, or ensure they know you're always there for them. But here's the sad reality. When someone knows you'll always be there, they start to take it for granted. Your efforts become a convenient habit they no longer recognize as valuable. Strategic detachment means choosing wisely where you invest your time and energy. It stems from the truth that people don't value what they don't have to work for. The Titan mindset. Titans don't bend over backward to gain attention. They understand that sometimes holding back and showing less creates more curiosity and attraction than overextending yourself. Think about this. When you start focusing on yourself and making it clear that your attention isn't free, others will notice your absence. How to do it? 1. Ask important questions. The next time you feel the urge to put in more effort, ask yourself, is this truly being appreciated? If the answer is no, then don't waste any more of your energy. Let them feel what it's like when you're not always there. 2. Stop initiating. If you're always the one making plans, sending the first message, or trying to stay connected, try stepping back. Give them the opportunity to feel your absence and recognize what's missing when you're not there. 3. Embrace the unfamiliar feeling. At first, this might feel strange, like you're doing something wrong. But remember, you're not here to play the role of a servant. You don't need to wait for anyone's validation. You're here to be respected, admired, and valued. Sometimes, the strongest action you can take is to let others feel what life is like without you. Let them realize that what they took for granted holds far greater value. When they no longer receive your attention, effort, or time, they'll begin to reflect and appreciate what they've overlooked. To reinforce this rule in your mind, leave this affirmation in the comments. I am the center of my own story. Write it, believe it, and let it be a reminder whenever you feel tempted to give too much. When you understand your value, you will no longer tolerate being taken for granted. You'll become the person others have to work to reach, not someone who's always there, regardless of how they treat you. Remember, I am the center of my own story. Let this statement guide you as you become a stronger, more resolute version of yourself. 6. Hold your cards. Have you ever wondered why mystery and distance make others more curious and attracted to you? After establishing your rules, shifting the spotlight, and practicing strategic detachment, the next step to becoming a Titan is to hold your cards. This means maintaining power in relationships by not revealing everything about yourself. Power lies with those who know how to withhold, making others guess and work to understand you. Imagine this. You're sitting at a card table, while others eagerly lay their cards down, excited to show off their strategies. You sit calmly, keeping your cards close to your chest, revealing neither emotions nor intentions. Those around you start to feel anxious, wondering, are they holding the winning hand? This very mystery gives you the upper hand. In relationships, the same principle applies. When you don't reveal too much, you create a powerful allure that forces others to invest time and effort in getting to know you. Why is mystery important? When you expose all your feelings and thoughts right away, you become an open book. And an open book no longer sparks curiosity or fascination. People tend to skim over what is easily available without paying much attention. On the other hand, when you hold back parts of yourself, you create a captivating tension. This difficulty makes them try harder, increasing your value in their eyes. How to apply this rule? Hold back a bit about yourself. When meeting someone, don't rush to share all your thoughts, feelings, or plans. Let them discover you gradually, step by step. This effort to understand you enhances your attractiveness. Ask key questions. Whenever you feel tempted to overshare, ask yourself, will they still be curious about me if I do this? If the answer is no, keep some of it to yourself. Maintain the mystery. Don't let others easily read your emotions. always keep a little distance, so they have to ask questions and work to connect with you. Titans understand that not everyone deserves to see their full self. They don't beg for attention or connection. Instead, they let others be drawn to their confident energy. By holding something back, you send a clear message. If you want to know me, you need to earn it. Practical applications. Take it slow in relationships. Don't share everything at once. Give others a chance to discover you. With every meeting, reveal a little more, leaving some mystery for the next time. Control your emotions. Don't let your feelings show too easily. Whether you're excited or disappointed, keep part of it hidden so others can't easily read you. Set boundaries. Keep some plans and goals to yourself. Not sharing everything up front makes others curious and motivates them to invest more time in understanding you. Whenever you feel the urge to reveal it all, pull back. Remember, I keep my secrets, so they have to seek them out. By holding your cards, you're asserting your value and creating a strong allure without having to do too much. Holding your cards isn't about playing mind games, it's about respecting yourself. It helps you maintain your identity and avoid depending on others' approval. You're in control of your own stage, and that makes you irresistibly captivating. Number 7. Reflect their weaknesses. Do you think understanding others' weaknesses can create deeper connections? We often try to attract others by complimenting and elevating their strengths. But the truth is, people aren't just drawn to praise. They're deeply moved by the feeling of being understood, even in the vulnerable aspects they try to hide. Reflecting someone's weaknesses doesn't mean criticizing or diminishing them. It's a subtle act of holding up a mirror, allowing them to see themselves fully, including the parts they often avoid. This empathy and understanding foster a profound connection that goes beyond surface-level compliments. Why does this work? People spend a lot of energy hiding their insecurities. When you gently recognize and reflect those insecurities, you send a message. I truly see you. This helps them feel fully accepted, even in their imperfect areas. Practical examples. 1. The person who always wants control. Instead of criticizing them for being too strict, you could gently ask, do you find it hard to trust others? This question invites them to reflect while creating a safe space for openness. 2. The person who always seeks validation. If you notice someone constantly needing praise, you might say, do you ever feel pressured by others' expectations? This isn't criticism, but a way to help them recognize their insecurity without feeling judged. The profound impact of reflecting weaknesses. This action might initially confuse or unsettle them, as they're not accustomed to someone seeing their vulnerable sides. But this very surprise draws them in, making them wonder, how do you understand me so deeply? Titans don't stop at the surface. They delve into the essence of a person, touching the emotions others try to hide. When you reflect someone's weaknesses with confidence and empathy, you don't just make them feel understood. You also show them that you're strong enough not to be intimidated by any part of them, even the aspects they find hardest to accept about themselves. How to apply this rule? 1. Observe deeply. Pay attention not only to what they say, but also to what they leave unsaid. Hesitations, insecurities, or attempts to cover up are valuable signals for building a deeper connection. 2. Reflect subtly. Avoid criticism or judgment. Instead, ask thoughtful, empathetic questions that help them feel safe and more willing to share. 3. Always respect them. The goal isn't to make them feel small, but to show them that you accept and value their entire self, including the imperfect parts. Remember, I see them for who they truly are, not just on the surface. This affirmation is not just a reminder, but a guiding principle for building meaningful, deep and magnetic relationships. When you help others feel seen and accepted as a whole, you don't just attract them, you create a truly lasting connection. Always strive to be the person who doesn't just look at appearances, but genuinely understands them from within. Number 8, reverse the dynamic. Have you ever tried stepping back to let others feel your absence? How do you think that might change the way they perceive you? It's time to change how the game is played. You've spent your energy trying to connect with them, showing care, and giving your all to the relationship. Yet, they've taken you for granted, or worse, ignored you. They assume you'll always chase after them, that your attention is a given. Now is the time to take back control. A Titan never lets others dictate their emotions. Instead of continuing to pour your energy into someone who doesn't see your value, you pull back. You let them feel your absence and force them to reevaluate everything they thought about you. The shift in power. When you stop giving your energy and attention, the roles are reversed. Imagine them checking their phone, waiting for a message from you. This time, there's nothing. They begin to wonder, why? Uncertainty and curiosity gradually take over. They start questioning what has changed and why you're no longer present in their life. This curiosity is where the attraction begins. Why does reversing the dynamic work? 1. Create mystery. By pulling back, you create a void they can't ignore. Your absence forces them to ask questions and focus more on you. 2. Regain value. By stopping the uncontrolled giving of your energy, you send a clear message. I am valuable and don't need your approval to feel complete. 3. Build attraction. When you're no longer the pursuer, they're compelled to reconsider their role in the relationship. They start wondering what they've overlooked. How to apply this rule? 1. Stay silent. Let them feel your absence. Don't text, call, or continue being the one who's always there. 2. Focus on yourself. Instead of directing your energy toward them, focus on your own life. Invest in your goals, hobbies, and personal growth. 3. Be consistent. You may feel tempted to break the silence or check on them, but remember, this isn't about punishing them. It's about protecting your value. Here's the affirmation for this rule. I am someone they have to work to keep. Write it down, believe it, and let it remind you that you don't need attention or validation from anyone to feel complete. Whenever you feel the urge to reach out or break the silence, remind yourself that you deserve respect and effort from them. Reverse the dynamic. Instead of trying to gain their attention, let them feel your absence. When they realize you're no longer there, they'll start to recognize the value they've overlooked. Remember, I am someone they have to work to keep. This isn't just a statement, it's a shift in mindset. Step into the role of a Titan and let them see what they've lost by failing to value you. Number 9. Wear your crown. Do you believe that confidence and asserting your value can change how others treat you? After setting boundaries and reclaiming control, it's time to step into your true power. Wearing your crown isn't just an act of confidence, it's a declaration of your worth. This isn't about waiting for others to acknowledge you. It's about declaring to the world that you deserve respect, admiration, and love without having to beg for it. Imagine a king or queen. They don't demand attention. Through calmness, gestures, and demeanor, they command admiration from everyone around them. That's the energy you need to embody. You no longer hope for recognition or strive to please others. Instead, you live with the confidence that your value is undeniable. You might think, I'm not good enough or confident enough to wear the crown. But that's precisely why this step is important. Wearing the crown isn't about waiting until you're perfect. It's about deciding to start today. It's a commitment that you won't accept anything less than the value you deserve. Walk into any space with the confidence that you belong there. Remember, you don't need to do anything extraordinary to draw attention. Simply maintain your calm, confident demeanor and focus on being present. When you believe you belong, your energy will naturally radiate that truth. This isn't arrogance. Arrogance is when you try to prove your worth by belittling others. True confidence is when you don't need to prove anything because you already know your worth. It's the natural attitude of saying, "I'm here because I have the right to be," and that's enough. Actions to affirm your worth. 1. Remind yourself of your achievements. Write down what you've accomplished, your strengths, and how you've grown over time. This helps you see yourself more fully. 2. Don't wait for external validation. You don't need anyone to crown you. You are worthy, and that isn't dependent on others' opinions. 3. Act according to your value. Remember, people will treat you the way you treat yourself. If you are confident and secure in your worth, they'll have no choice but to respect you. Wearing the crown also means protecting your value by setting boundaries. You won't accept relationships that are superficial, half-hearted attention, proposals that don't meet your standards. Ensure that the people in your life are those who value you, not those who want to take advantage of your kindness or leniency. Your newfound confidence might make some people uncomfortable. They might say you've changed or that you're not the same as before. But a Titan doesn't fear losing relationships that no longer align. Those who truly deserve you will stay, and those who leave simply make room for better, more meaningful connections. Remind yourself every day, "I wear the crown." When you doubt yourself or feel like you're not enough, repeat this statement. It's not just words. It's a declaration that you deserve respect, admiration, and genuine affection. Wear your crown with pride. Live according to your values, maintain your standards, and walk with unshakable confidence. By doing so, you won't just be someone others can't ignore, you'll be someone they must respect. You don't need anyone's approval to feel complete. Step into your true power without hesitation or regret. Wear your crown and let the world see who you truly are. Stoic philosophy reminds us that true strength and value come from understanding ourselves, setting boundaries, and living with unshakable self-respect. When you stop chasing validation, focus on personal growth and prioritize inner peace, you not only protect your worth but also become someone impossible to overlook. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Remember, you are deserving of respect and genuine love, and that begins with valuing yourself. Apply these 9 steps, live boldly like a Titan, and let the world see who you truly are. Thank you for watching Philosophic Stoic. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss content that helps you discover your inner strength through Stoic philosophy. Remember, your worth doesn't depend on others' validation. It begins with how you see yourself. See you in the next video, attracted to the energy and confidence you bring. Thank you for joining Philosophic Stoic today. If you found value in this video, feel free to subscribe, leave a like, or simply type, "Keep it up," in the comments. Your support helps us create more content that you'll love. We appreciate having you as part of our community. Until next time, stay wise and serene. Have a great day.